What's up guys, Rhino here and welcome to my FIFA 19 demo video. So FIFA 19, it's 11 days away, super excited. The wait has been absolutely horrific. Finally the demo's come out, so they've made it a little bit less painful. Although these last couple of weeks have been the worst of the year by far. They always are for me. Just once the release day comes, it'll be the best day of the year, and I'm not even ashamed to say that. It's true. This is the demo though, guys. Obviously looking fresh as always. Very nice design. It looks like it's been made pretty well. I've had a little play around with it already. Obviously it came out yesterday. I was a little bit busy in the day, so I didn't actually get my hands on it till the evening. I thought I'd have a little play around with it, played a couple games, and now I can sort of do a video for you guys and talk you through it a little bit, some of the new things that are in the game. Obviously as a demo, it's pretty much as basic as you're going to get. You know, you literally just get a kick-off, and you see you've got the journey here as well. I've not actually touched the journey yet. I don't normally play it, to be honest, so I haven't really been that interested to get going, and I'm just sort of using kick-off to actually kind of practice at the moment with some of the new things. You get the base bit, the new features. This is all the different headings that you get greeted with when you get into the demo, when it first sort of, you know, it just gives you that no matter what. You can't avoid that. I'm pretty sure all these sort of things come up after every single game you play as well, so you're probably going to get a little bit bored of seeing these things and skipping through them, but hey ho, that's their advertising, try and get you to buy the game. But I imagine that most people that buy the demo are going to buy the game. Yeah, you get your standard customized bit on here, all the settings, all that kind of stuff. I've had to turn the music down for YouTube, obviously. Yeah, I'm going to jump into a kickoff game on this video. I might play two, just because I know that the half length isn't actually that long, so I could probably get away with playing two. I just want to try and sort of maybe like experiment and show you guys how some of the various shooting techniques have changed, and things like that. You go into the kickoff, you get your different options. You can only actually do the Champions League match in the demo, unfortunately. All these various different new kickoff type things that they've brought in for the actual new game on FIFA 19, they're not available yet. So classic match isn't even there, which I think is very odd. You don't get any of this sort of stuff, like the house rules and all that kind of thing, which is a little bit disappointing. I mean, it doesn't really bother me too much. I mean, I wasn't expecting much. It's a demo at the end of the day. All you really do is expect just play a game of football, and that's it. And even then, they don't let you play the semi-final or the final or anything like that. It's literally just a one-off group stage game, which is fair enough. You know, the Champions League is the new thing on this game, so they're obviously trying to show it off and yeah, be like, oh, look at this is new, buy our game. Okay guys, well I was going to buy it anyway, because it's FIFA, but you got the teams that are in there. You got Atletico Madrid, Borussia Dortmund, Bayern Munich, Juventus, Manchester City, Manchester United, Paris Saint-Germain, Real Madrid, and Roma and Tottenham as well. Kind of your bog standard teams really. I think most of those teams are usually in there anyway. You're not going to get like Liverpool or Barcelona, because they are licensed to another game that we do not speak of. And then the rest of the teams that there are, you know, there's some decent sides that have been left out, but not, you know, they've got most of the big sides in there. Most of them are involved. First one I probably think off the top of my head. I mean, obviously there's other Premier League teams like Arsenal. You've got like Monaco as well, I suppose, from the French league, and there's a few other decent sort of Spanish and German sides, but they've got all the ones that people would be wanting to use. I'm going to jump straight in with Juventus because, you know, I want to use Ronaldo. And I'm actually going to put it against Real Madrid, who's that little edge to the game we'll have. Oh, blimey. Good kit choices, guys. Oh, wow. Okay, we'll go with that. A grey and a black type thing. I'm sure they'll add the third kits in for the actual release, because I'm pretty sure Real Madrid have got like a pretty nice red third kit. I'm not sure about Juventus. Going to so team management. So you got all this new stuff with the game plans. I think I've not really looked into it in like too much detail yet, just because it's a demo. But the way I understand it is that it's pretty much you can. Obviously, we've always had the option to go, you know, like defensive, ultra defensive, things like that. Essentially what it is you can change what it means to go between each of the settings in terms of what formation that then means, how they play, whether they press and things like that. So for example, if you're on defensive, you know, you might start off on balance to be like, okay, right, we're going to go defensive. So that'll mean stick to the same formation, but just drop a little bit deeper. Whereas if you then move to ultra defensive, that might then mean, all right, boys, so maybe stay just as deep, don't drop as deep, like even deeper, because you know you don't want to invite too much pressure. But we want to now play like a flat 5 instead of a flat 4 when you play an ultra defensive. So I think it's little things like that. But it gives you a lot of, it just gives you the ability and the flexibility to actually, you know, try and set up as you want to do it. I mean, I don't know how much it will actually impact the game, but it's nice to see that they are trying to, you know, lean towards these new type of methods in terms of defending and tactics and things like that. Obviously they've got a pretty nice squad. The reserves are nothing special really. Obviously Marquisio doesn't actually play there anymore, he's at Zenit, but that hasn't been changed in the demo as of yet. Rigani I wouldn't use. The bench is pretty decent. Mandzukic, obviously, I mean, he's not going to replace Ronaldo. Quadrado won't get in, unfortunately, because we've got Dybala and Costa, same with Bernardeschi. Emre Can won't get in because he's a traitor. And obviously Matuidi, Khedira and Pjanic is there. I'd rather play Benatia than Bonucci. Obviously Chiellini's just a stalwart there. Barzali won't get in. You could play Perrin instead of Szczęsny. I just like Szczęsny, although obviously Perrin might be better on this game, we don't know yet, but I just think Szczęsny's more of like a well-rounded keeper. Perrin's all about just like diving and reflexes, but other kind of areas of the game maybe not solid, so we'll stick to that team. We'll stick to the formation. There's all this sort of stuff as well, tactics. I don't know what all that's about. I'm not going to look too much into that now because that could take like years. Instructions on the players, I already sort of did that kind of stuff anyway. Got the roles as well, but we don't need to worry too much about that. We'll jump straight into a game. Let's make sure I don't play on amateur. I've been playing on legendary, and obviously it's, you know, I've not been like banging the goals, and I've had some games that I've probably only scored like 1 goal. It's like, just for the purpose of the video, I might actually play on professional. Just to make sure that I can score some goals and can show off the various ways of scoring the goals, with like the new low driven, and the new time shooting and things like that. So I'll play it on that, hopefully get a couple goals in this game. Let's sort this out as well quickly. Nothing too interesting to do there, that's all fine for now. Audio, so already turn the music down, that's all good. Rules, yep, that's fine, okay. So we'll do it like that. We'll see what happens. Obviously, yeah, it's 4 minutes and a half, so maybe I might get 2 in this. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Got a new skill game here as well. I've just completely missed the. I've completely missed the little bit you got to walk through there. That's embarrassing. Wow. Oh, he's at the post. Whoopie doo. Let's get out of that before I embarrass myself anymore. Goodness me. Yeah. I'm going to let this kind of just like play through as well, because this is obviously the new broadcasting sort of stuff, new voice. One to look forward to, you would think. I'm Derek Ray, joined in the commentary box. Derek Ray and Lee Dixon. I've no idea who Derek Ray is, by the way. Usually I'm guessing he's like the official UEFA commentator or something like that for all the games. But yeah, he's not somebody, it's not a voice that I've heard on TV before. The classic quote that's going to get brought up a lot by Lee Dixon there. He said that he thinks that if you win all your home games and don't lose your away games, you got a good chance of progressing. Well, I didn't know Michael Owen was commentating, but that's, you know, that's pretty much nailed on, really, mate.
What do you especially like about his game, Lee? Well, I like it all. He literally is unplayable. As a defender, I've watched him a lot, tried to work out what I do against him, and I think I'd just ask for substitution, to be honest with you.
That's what it's all about. That. Sorry for the weird silence, but I love listening to that. Even on a game, it gives you goosebumps. It's so good. Such a good anthem to have on there. I love it. So yeah, you get all that. You get the lineups. He's going to talk through it like they do. Obviously, like Martin Tyler used to anyway. He does in the Premier League sort of stuff. So that's all good. Great atmosphere in the stadium as well. We've got a lot of roaring from the fans, which is always nice. Yeah, I might stick with the trainer on for a minute, just because with this new time shooting thing, honestly myself, I don't even have a clue what I'm doing with it. I'm literally just going to be like trial and error this to see what goes on. Maybe like the first game I'll play with it, and then I'll play a game without. But yeah, we'll see. It's essentially what it is with the time shooting, guys. Is you need to. It works in the same way as how a low driven used to, where you have to double tap circle. But what it is once you press it once, you don't. I don't believe you have to press it straight away after. So like for example, if you swing a corner in, you can press shoot, and then you have to press it again as the player's about to make the contact. So when the player makes the contact, if you hit the button bang on the right time, that's when it's going to say, yeah, like you've timed that well. But I'll manage to hopefully get an opportunity to show you guys that, to actually sort of show the little bar, which is how you measure whether you've timed it well. See, I think then you saw the bar that came up. I've got a habit of doing this, and I need to stop it because it's going to impact me a lot with time shooting. Because I didn't press circle once there, so I sometimes do it where I sort of spam it a little bit, and because I spammed it, it then turned into a time shot, which I didn't want it to do, which meant that it didn't work too well. Douglas Costa, oh, that is terrible. That was absolutely terrible. That was supposed to be a low driven, that one. Low driven is now, instead of double tap circle, you now have to hold down L1 and R1 at the time of shooting. Obviously that occasion wasn't too good. I've managed to score a few low drivens. They don't seem to be too difficult, as long as you get into like a decent kind of position for them. Chance for Khedira. See that bar that was there, that bar, obviously it's like red on the outside and then it moves into the green. You need to get it on the green. I don't know why it came up there, because I didn't press it twice, and that was a really weird scuffed finish, even though I literally just pressed circle. This is what I said, it's really confusing. All these new things that they've got for the shooting, I'm literally going to spend these next 11 days in the build to FIFA just trying to practice them, because the amount of changes that have been made, it seems so difficult to kind of like process it all and make sure that you're actually going to perfect them. But it's probably a good thing in terms of the grand scheme of the game, especially for like the competitive gamers like Foot Champs, because it's going to increase the skill gap, and you know, it means that the people who really perfect this are going to get rewarded. On a personal level, I am a little bit worried just from playing the demo so far. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to perfect a lot of them, especially this time shooting thing. Let's try this second. Oh, no. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to perfect it. I mean, you don't know obviously until you know the amount of games that I'll grind out. I'm sure I'll probably get used to it, but as of now, yeah, I would say I am a little bit worried that I could possibly get left behind a little bit in the competitive kind of game mode. See, I mean, I've never been like on Foot Champs. I think that the most wins I've ever got is like 27. So I've never been like a 30 plus kind of guy, and I'm worried that there's the potential I could kind of drop to the level where I'm literally struggling to even get like 20, maybe. I don't know. Douglas Costa. What is the goalkeeper doing? What is that goalkeeping? That is so weird. I hope that's not in the game, because if that happened against me, I'd be absolutely fuming. I mean, again, it's just like a scuff shot. Maybe I'm just not putting enough power on it. Maybe the power's a little bit different on there, because I've just got to walk in and like, look at him. He just stood there. What is the point of that? I mean, that's like Courtois. It's right by him as well. Like, it's literally like Douglas Costa tried to put it as close to him as possible. He's like, you know what, mate, I'll give you an opportunity. I'm not going to put it in the corner. Let's see how you get on. And he's just properly fluffed his lines. Very odd goalkeeping. He just didn't dive. So strange. But yeah, both of those were pretty much just like standard finishes, really. Finesse shot as well, guys, is still the same. That's still just like R1 circle. Or I'm not even going to try and say what the controls are on Xbox, because I honestly don't know. I've never had an Xbox. I'm not going to say. I know there's like different things like RB, LB, all these sort of things. Like, I don't know. I'm not sure whereabouts they are on the controller, so I'm not going to say that, because like you guys just be like, what are you talking about? You're useless. You have no idea what you're saying. It's because you're right. It's because I play PlayStation. Right, Pjanic. Another thing to actually state as well with this is that I love the through balls on this demo. Some of the ways they play the through balls, how they get like the whip and the bend on them, they're so good. Let me just defend this quickly. Well played. Yeah, there certainly seems to be a lot more variety in the way that a through ball gets played, and the weight of them is so much better as well. So much better. I've not even been doing like the threaded through ball with the R1 triangle. It's literally just a bog standard triangle through ball, and the variety and the quality that you get on some of these through balls is so good. It could be because of the quality of the players that we're using in the demo, just from all the top sides. Maybe if you use like some slightly worse players, you know, at the start of Ultimate Team we've got like non-rare team, stuff like that, it might not work as well. But with these, I mean, it's been brilliant. I've used, so far I've used Juventus twice. This is the second time I'm using them. I've used PSG and I've used Man City as well, actually. Yeah, I've used Man City, which was quite good. Like Aguero was pretty good on the demo, actually. Neymar was decent. Even like PSG, like players like Rabiot. Rabiot was very good. I was quite surprised, actually. Yeah, he scored a very nice goal for me. A very good low-driven shot from a fair distance, which was sort of pleasing. Feed that across. I'm going to try low-driven from there. Whoa! That wasn't really a low-driven. I held down the buttons, but I mean, I think it started as a low-driven and it just kind of started to rise because it was from such a distance. It's a decent save though. Alright, Pjanic into Ronaldo. Let's try a lofted through ball. Let's get decent weight on it. Is he going to beat Marcelo? No, he's not. What do you call him? Tony Kroos. I've got to say that this commentator is very odd as well. You've probably heard it a few times already. He really like drags out when he says the names of players. Might get a chance if he gets Ronaldo. Ooh, hello. Just dived in there. Go for a finesse. Oh, piss. How did I not make an opportunity out of that? I had like a 3v1.
And we're inside the final 30 minutes.
The final 30 minutes.
This is Kroos.
Why is he saying his name wrong? Kroos. God.
Marcelo.
There you go. Marcelo. He loves it. He loves dragging the names out. Oh, I think he's offside. I wasn't even meant to play it to him. It's literally just going to be a ball straight in front of the runner there, but he's ended up going for the worldie. Off goes Kroos. Wonder how he's going to say that name. Kebalos. Isco is very good on this game as well, I think. 89 rated this year. Oh my word. We took that one. Speculative effort from Luka Modric. Yeah, it's interesting because obviously Isco plays out on the left wing on here for Madrid. Mainly because I guess that they've just not really got anybody else to go there. I suppose there's Asensio, but obviously on Ultimate Team, Isco's been released as a cam, hasn't he? So I don't know why he's at this. It's an interesting one with him. I'm sure he's going to be very, very good because he's a cam this year. I think he's got 72 pace, but even so, that should be pretty decent because we've seen how a lot of the players' paces have been dropped. Just like as a global kind of thing, it seems. You've still got obviously some players are absolutely rapid, like Mbappe, 96 pace. I mean, that's an absolute joke. But yeah, there's a lot of players that seem to have lost pace a great deal, which probably means that 72 pace on a cam is actually not going to be that bad because there's a lot of defenders who are that kind of pace. I really need to concentrate on what I'm doing as well. I'm playing some really poor FIFA because I'm just not really looking at the screen half the time. So they've got a corner. I kind of wanted to get a corner myself, to be honest, to try out some of these time shooting. I've not really had an opportunity to do it. This is why I play on professional, because certainly on legendary I wouldn't have had the opportunity to do it really. Put on Mayoral for Benzema. Go and collect that right. Here we go. Cristiano. Good ball. Douglas Costa, he's knackered. I really should have made some subs in this game, shouldn't I? Matuidi. Khedira. Maybe I'll just try a long shot that's got it, like... Oh, that was nice. Oh, I think I got that. Oh no, too late. It says it's too late. There you go. Do you see that? Too late above the player's name. I don't know, like, if there's going to be... If it's just, like, the same amount of time for every time you do it or not. If it's something you can kind of just eventually, like, muscle memory and just kind of know what you're doing with it. Because I've really felt like I had to look at the bar then, and that's, you know, it's difficult to look at the bar and look at the play as well. Sorry, I just readjust myself. Yeah, like, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how it works. If there is going to be a way to just kind of get used to it, or if it is literally going to be different every time. If it's going to be a really difficult thing to actually pick up and know how to go about doing it. But that's just going to come with practice. That's all you guys can really do as well. If you can get on the demo and get some practice in, I would certainly recommend that, because, you know, if there's certainly going to be people that are going to be doing it before the release date, and if there's people that have mastered the time shot thing on release day, I mean, they're going to be good. Ronaldo! Decent block. Yeah, like that's kind of like the situation I would like to be in. I want to be one of those guys who has mastered a couple of these various new techniques, so that I can use that as an advantage to somebody who maybe hasn't even played the demo, has literally just jumped into the game for the first time on release day and just doesn't really know what they're doing too much. So it's going to give you an advantage there. That's the first game under the belt, first win, you know, 2-0. Obviously, I should be winning that a lot more on professional. That's a pretty poor result really for that difficulty, but we're learning, we're trying new things there. Fairly dominant performance. That's all you need to really know there. Yeah, like I said, you got to go through all this nonsense every time. I'm not going to bother reading that out to you guys. You can read it if you want. It's pretty much just a lot of the stuff that EA have kind of released anyway themselves, like throughout. It's just, you know, talking about the new features and stuff. So yeah, if you wanted to read that, you could. I'll play one more game. I think the video's probably got on a little bit, but you know what? I'm going to play another game because I'm so excited for this, and you know I'm keen to play another match. This time we'll randomise it. We are Tottenham. We are playing against Atletico Madrid. Let's get this underway. Who are we going to play? We're going to play Kane. To be honest, I probably won't even change it that much. Maybe Davinson Sanchez is in. He looks so good. His card looks insane. Danny Rose, who's never said Danny Rose? We got Ben Davis. I'll play Danny Rose. Why not? None of these guys really need to get involved, do they? We got Wanyama, decent player. With Lucas Moura as well. He'll be a good super sub. Obviously he's had a good start to the season, so he's actually not too bad on here. Yeah, we'll stick with that. That'll be fine. Decent players. They got some decent depth, to be fair, Tottenham. Because you got all these like various stats as well, which they record. Unfortunately, with the demo, it doesn't save. Like once you close application, then reopen it again, it just resets back to 0, which is a little bit disappointing. Kind of like annoyed about that, because I would have liked to have seen how many games I'd actually played on the demo and how many wins I'd racked up. But you know, that it is what it is with that. Obviously, on the full release of the game, it will record them all, which is good for when like your friends come around and stuff like that, see how you get on. I won't listen to all this sort of stuff. We've seen that. We'll just jump straight in, play a game. You know, actually, I'll turn off the trainer, because I feel like maybe that's been putting me off. So I will see how I get on with just kind of like, you know, also like muscle memory. See how I get on and just see what it's just natural things to come to me and see if it works. Oh wow, that was shocking. Right, Dele Alli. He said it again. Does he say that in every single game? That ridiculous comment that he's got. There we go. Oh. To be fair, they're decent defensive unit, Athletic, aren't they? They're going to be fooled by a simple little 1-2 like that and mix up my game a little bit. Dele Alli.
And this is the starting lineup for Atletico.
That's
Jan
nice.
Oblak starts in
Feel
goal.
that side.
Diego Godin plays alongside Jose Maria Jimenez in central defence. And the strike partnership, Antoine Griezmann plays alongside Diego Costa.
Good get to that, come on. Blimey, Dyer can't even get near him, he's so slow.
And that is offside.
You're offside. Fancy being offside, eh? That was on, wasn't it? I should have watched that replay. It looked like potentially that could have been on. Oh my god, Davinson Sanchez. This is a simple low-driven pass there. Pow! Almost straight off the pitch. Straight to Kane. Let's get Kane involved. Oh wow, that was poor. What a poor touch. Go on. Oh, God, he feels so slow. I know he's got like 70 pace, but come on, man. Oh, he's got... Oh, get in! Let's go! That was timed to perfection. You saw the little green arrow come up. What a hit, son! What a hit, son! What a hit! Oh, take a bow. That's an absolute banger. That is what you call a worldie. Oblak's got absolutely no chance for that. That has flown. That's a scorcher. The ball's gone from blue to red. It's on fire. No, I'm so happy with that. I'm impressed that I've managed to pull that one off. That was insane. Wow. I don't think I'll be able to do that again. I genuinely think that was just pure fluke there. Wow. It's insane. If you can do that a lot, long shots would be absolutely lit. They'll be like, you could just be banging them in from all distances with people that have got the shooting stat Kane. That was class. That's the sort of goal that normally you score sort of things like that when you're not recording and you always get so frustrated, but to actually have done that in the video, I'm pretty happy with that. Oh, what is that, David Sanchez? When he like swung his foot, he basically booted the ball in, and he's just like, I'll bring my foot right up and just run away and let him run through. Useless. That was a decent save tonight, Diego Costa. He looked like he hit that quite well. Maybe he didn't quite time it properly. There's Lamar. It's a new guy, Rodri. I don't know who Rodri is. He's like an 82 as well, so he must have been playing at like a lower Spanish side or something like that, probably. I want to say it's like Villarreal potentially. I feel like I've heard the name, but you know, I'm probably wrong. Alright, Moussa Dembele. Here we go, Ericsson. Let's get an overlap from the best crosser in the world, Kieran Trippier. Son, no! Just need to stretch his neck out a little bit. He'll be alright. Ah, unlucky. Juan Fran. Be interested if Juan Fran plays much this season, because obviously they've brought in Arias, but again, I just don't see that he's much of like an improvement. I thought the deal to send Versalco to Inter Milan was very, very strange. Maybe just like Simeone just didn't like him. They just had like a falling out. There must be some kind of reason, because yeah, I don't see how Arias is much of an upgrade at all. Yeah, I feel like a bad business there. Juan Fran's like getting on, and the fact that Juan Fran's maybe going to become like, they're going to rely on him a lot now, potentially. Yeah, it doesn't seem like the wisest move. Like, 'cause it's not like Arias is like that young either. You know, he's been around for a while. He's obviously got a lot of years in him, but it's not like he's, you know, like 19, 20 and he's got room to develop. He won't develop much more now, I wouldn't have thought. So it's a very strange kind of a set of transfers there, but you know, who am I to question him? He's obviously done a very good job, so let him do it. That was supposed to be a fake shot. That didn't work. Alright, Vertonghen steps in. Vertonghen's looking very good this year as well. 87 rated. He's going to be a very solid defender. He's got sort of solid pace. He's not rapid, but you know, he's probably going to have enough pace for this kind of game. All chance. Costa! Forward over. Yeah, but the reason I say about Davinson Sanchez, he's like the new Eric Bailly. He's got that blend of pace, defending, physical. He's got the lot, really. He's got decent height as well, so he's going to be an absolute unit. Like, ooh, he didn't win that. Dele Alli did instead. Alright, but I'm going to play that out to Danny Rose. Oh, referee! He's going to break away, man. There's a few different faces in the crowd as well, actually. They've made that a little bit better. That's one thing I just saw, actually. New faces. There's all black. We've only actually had one shot on target. Because I need to change it. I need to get some new players on. We need to get some pace. We need to bring on... You know what, I'm actually going to take Dele Alli off. I'll move Eriksen into the centre because I feel like he's wasted on the wing. We'll bring Lucas Moura on. I'll bring Alderweireld on as well for Vertonghen just to try out something different. And let's bring on Aurier for Trippier as well. Let's just freshen up in all areas of the field. Yeah, see how they get on. I've not used any of those players yet. I've not really used any of the Tottenham players yet. I've played against Tottenham, but I've not used them. So, Harry Kane, if you're banging in goals like that, mate, you're going to be straight in my ultimate team. I'll pick you up. I'd be interested to see what price he is, actually, because with 70 pace, you can't imagine he's going to be that good, but I think, you know, because he's an 89, and I suppose being an 89, because of, like, SBC purposes, he'll always be fairly expensive, but his shooting's actually given him a pretty decent price. His dribbling and physical, that sort of stuff. Because his all-round game's phenomenal, but it's just his pace that lets him down. So he might not be like a meta player on FIFA, but he'll still be a solid player, especially at the start of the game. Right, let's reverse that. Oh, that would have been an opportunity for a low driven. Oh, I should have taken a touch there. Here he is, Saul. Greasy Griezmann. Right, take that. Here we go. Ping to feet. First time round the corner. Here we go. Lucas Moura. Let's give an opportunity for a low driven. Take it on. Oh, go away, Felipe Luis. Leave me alone. I'm trying to do something here, mate. For God's sake. Oh, here we go. Lucas takes on. Ooh. It was a low driven, that one, although it didn't seem very low. Right, here we go. I try a timed header. I'm not sure if that's going to work. We'll put it in with Eriksen. All black. What are you doing? That's nice around the corner. We've got Moussa Dembele. He can take our low driven. Moussa Dembele! That's how it's done! Look at that. He's doing the Fabio Barini. Wow. That's how you do a low driven. Finally, I've pulled one up. Didn't want to leave this video without doing it. We've done one there. That's a great finish. From a pretty tight angle as well. Like, fair distance out. He's just drilled that straight in. Have some of that old black. That's how we do it at Tottenham Hotspur, apparently. Who's this coming on? Is that Vitolo? For Koke? Potentially Vitolo? Yeah, that's Vitolo. Number 23. Tottenham are dominating it. They're smashing Atletico. Is Thomas Partey? He looks quite good as well, actually, this year. 82 rated. He's got some very solid stats. Partey's decent pace well in midfield. Very good physical stat. Good all-round stats, really. Oh, Lucas Moura. We could have a low driven on here, maybe. Potentially. We're going to do it for the sake of the video. Lucas Moura! We got a throw. That was a good save, to be fair. Why is Harry Kane taking the throw in? This is not the 2000 and... Was it the Euros, wasn't it? He was taking the corners. It's a 2014 World Cup, but I think it's Euros. Dembele! Ooh. Put the cross in, Lucas. Kane! Oh, Eriksen. This is a good chance. We're going to sweat it. Oh! I want to get a header in. We need to maybe set it out a bit further because the keeper seems to be getting it. Son! Oh, that's how it's done! I don't think I timed that very well though, yet he still got that in. I feel like I hit the button really early. Once we've had the trainer thing on there, we would have seen that, but yeah, I don't think that was even timed that well. What a header. Oh, perfection. Absolute perfection. Oh, black, no chance. He should have had somebody on the post, boys. If he had somebody on the post, you would just kick that away. Just amateurish defending. Spurs go marching in. Here's Greasy Griezmann. Griezmann. Oh, good save, Lloris. Good save. Kept his concentration. Now that was a good snapshot from Griezmann. Took it early. On the spin as well. Lamar's going to whip the corner in. And the delivery. Right, here we go. Break on. Son. Oh, there's a man over there. Can I find him? Oh, what a ball. What a ball. Take it on. Knock it inside. Who's that? Oh, for sake.
And here's Lamar. Jimenez.
Game's nearly up, Atleti. We only got like 10 minutes. Play it inside. We might get another one in that time. Saul. Head that down. Let's go. Kane. Can he get into... I was hoping to get away on his left and then maybe just whack a long shot on his left foot. See what I was going to do. Just spamming X all the time. I'm playing it. Round the corner. And again. Harry Kane. Oh. It wasn't as good that one. I didn't get the direction on that particular shot. Oh, what a header by Dembele. He's running the midfield. Oh, we've got an overlap here. From Son. Into Eriksen. Into the fitted Kane. With a finesse shot. Oh. Wrapped it round. But good save again. Oblak's pretty good, to be fair. I did play against Atletico in one of the games I played. I think it was actually when I was Man City, when I played last night. And Oblak was putting off a lot of saves as well. I think I had like 9 shots, 8 on target, and only 1 goal. So Oblak made a lot of saves. We'll try a corner again. Eriksen. Kane! Oh, it's dropped. Oh. Davinson Sanchez into the... Oh, go on. Take that on. Oh. If he'd sprinted onto that, we had an opportunity there to bust the gut down the left flank. Smash him. Just boot at the linesman. Classic. And that's for calling him offside. Alright, the game's pretty much up. We got 3 minutes of added time. I'll end it after the game, guys. Oh my God, did you see him go for that acrobatic? And blimey, both of them. I mean, Ethan Costas was fairly acrobatic to get his leg up there. That would have been a decent goal. I wouldn't have minded losing a clean sheet to that, but, you know, whatevs. You're not good enough to score, are you? So, yeah, we'll hoof it. Lloris out towards Son. Oh, there's a new goal kick thing as well, actually, isn't there? I'll quick talk about that. You can't actually move... Like, normally you just like move the left stick and it will direct it. Now you actually have to... It stays still, and then you have to kind of... Once you kick it, you move it. If you have the trainer on, there's the little arrow so you can see where the ball's going, but without the trainer you can't see that, so you have to just kind of get used to that and, yeah, try and sort of, like, know where the direction's going when you kick the ball, depending on like the angle that you hold the stick at. That's only a small thing. Shouldn't really mean too much. It means you just like mix up the goal kicks a little bit more, but yeah, on the whole, it's not that big of a change. 3-0 victory there. We've absolutely smashed them. Kane, Dembele and Son. Very nice goals all round, to be fair. Especially the Kane one. I was very happy with that. Yeah, that's... Yeah, obviously there's the update to the stats as well. Winner, player 1. Okay, yeah. We dominated that game. Yeah, that's pretty much what we're going to do for this video, guys. I'm pretty sure it's got on for a fair chunk of time now. I'm surprised if many of you even stuck around for that goal at the end, which is a little bit depressing. But if you did, then thank you very much. Yeah, next video, probably... I don't know if I'm really going to do much more for the demo. Obviously, there's not really a lot you can do. I think when it's going to really kick off for me is when the web app drops. As soon as web app goes live, I'm going to be on there. I'm going to be, you know, I'll be filming my packs for you guys. I'll have to try and think of some other videos maybe to do before the full release game on the web app as well, in terms of maybe like trading or just kind of like building some squads or something like that if they have concept squads on there, and that would be a cool little thing to do potentially. But yeah, there might not be a video for a couple days. I can't sort of guarantee, just because it is literally the demo, and I don't want to just, you know, bore you with just kick-off games all the time, because, you know, there's not a lot to that. It's literally just a game, and that's all, and there's nothing really riding on it. And I've been through most of the various kind of shooting techniques there. Obviously you saw like the timed header with Son, the timed shot with Kane. I tried a few finesse shots. I scored a low driven with Dembele, things like that. So yeah, you just need to jump into yourselves, guys, really, and just try out. I would certainly recommend trying to practice these various ways of shooting. I'm going to be practicing the time shot a lot over these next 11 days in the build up to the game, just so I am kind of in a position to feel a little bit more confident when the game drops, even though potentially the full release of the game could be completely different to the demo. It doesn't always feel exactly the same, but it'd be good to have, you know, that little bit of practice on your belt in terms of, you know, like the muscle memory of the buttons, what you're pressing, things like that. You want it to come naturally in the game. You don't want to be struggling and sort of thinking, you get into a position and be like, oh, I could take on like I could take on a low driven or something like that and be like, oh, actually no, I'll just take on normal shot because I'm not confident with a low driven. I don't want to miss. and then you miss anyway because you've not chosen the right shot for the right moment, because the low driven would probably be better, because obviously that's the thing you've naturally kind of thought of. So but yeah, I'll end it there, guys. It's pretty much it. Like I said, next video will probably be the web app. That's going to be insane when that comes out. That should be 5 days. We're hearing it's Wednesday the 19th, because obviously that will be, well, it will definitely come out by then, because that'll be the first team of the week of FIFA 19. I'm hoping that it might come out one day early on Tuesday. I'm hoping they might drop it live. I know they've done that in the past, where they've dropped it live in advance, but just not really told everyone. They sort of like announce it on the Wednesday, but they do sneakily put it out there a few days before. So hopefully that happens. Hopefully it's Tuesday, if it's not too long of a wait for me to do the next one, because I'm pretty keen to get going with this and just start smashing out the videos and get the content out there for you guys on FIFA 19. Yeah, that's it really though. So if you did enjoy the video, feel free to drop a like, comment, all that sort of stuff. Tell me what you thought about it. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, then you can do that and turn on the little bell thing that's there for the notifications. But that is it from me, guys, for now. Yeah, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.